Hi all, it's Wise. It's just a pop-up live. I thought I'd pop on before I start me little one-to-ones later on. I did say 8 o'clock, but that's when I've got me one-to-ones. So I thought I'd pop on for about half an hour, 45 minutes, just to have a look at what's going on in the royal world. We all know that Hasno, the necklace one within the royal family, had his little chat with his father or his papa the other day. But we also saw Randy Andy had his outing as well with the rest of the royal family at a family funeral. So we thought we'd have a look on our channel. Sorry if the dog's backside comes into view. He likes to show it. I did get bananaed, as they say, on TikTok the other night for the dog's backside being on show. Don't think the Chinese liked his backside, but it wasn't my fault. So I am using the I Don't Care deck tonight. And we'll have a little bit more light. And I must say that all readings are for entertainment and education purposes only. And if you want to use any of my content, please ask, and I may or may not give you the permission to do so. So what I'm going to ask the I Don't Care deck is, hi Spitfire, is who is the royal donkey's ass? Who is the most right royal donkey's ass? Is it Randy Andy? Or is it the moron known as Has No Balls? I know I have to speak in code because it stops me from being sued. So let's go. Let's rock and roll. I know I haven't started with my normal blessing, but I have already stood inside a church today. And I know it was to set up for bingo, church bingo and things like that. But I have already doused myself in holy water and all that jazz. So we're good to go. And when I went to make somebody a cup of tea, they had a tea and coffee cocktail made for them. Yeah, I made it all in one cup because my mind was elsewhere. The joys of fibromyalgia, Spitfire. Then I came out of the church building and says, good night, church. So that's been my mind for the last few hours. Re-addled because it's absolutely peanut down here in the northeast UK. I need to lift that camera up a little bit so you can actually see me. Hi, Sari. Right, I'm going to talk about this card. It's just jumped out the deck as I was shuffling there. It says it's not the end, but it's the beginning. But I would say this is the beginning of the end for one of them, the royals I've just been talking about. The Hasnoballs, and but actually potentially the both of them, because it's actually shown the two here. It's actually shown two people, but it's actually shown a black person, a person of colour. I'll bring the card up, and it's shown a white person. And the significance of that is the spell casting of one person. So it shows that she has been set. It's not the end, only the beginning. Yes, she's been. It proves that she has been spell casting, but things are starting to backfire upon herself, and her life, as she knows it, is starting to reap the benefits of karma. The karmic energy is coming towards her and the other friend that is been sending things the way of the royal family. There's also the little rusty-headed person there, shall I say, who's been in on it from the start. So this little rusty-headed person, I'd say, was the ballless wonder. Okay, so you can see them close up on the table. So that is Mystic Meg and, well, Septic Peg and Harry and her friend. So it's the beginning of the end of that karmic energy cycle coming around. I would also say, because they have loose lips, their crayons are all coming out, so I would say they are starting another book, if they haven't already started it. Harry was told to sleep on whatever was said and think logically about what he was going to do. And I think that was to do with going off to the Ukraine. He was told to sleep on it and not go there. Harry, being Harry, took no notice and went. He says he deserves abundance from the family because he's a Welsh dragon, he's a Wales. But this came out in reverse. So he's not getting the abundance and he's not getting any money. So that's why he threw his toys out of the pram and out of the bath water. And he decided to take flight, because he's not a Wales, he's a Sussex. And hey presto, surprise. The next card is a snake. There are more than one snake in the family. This snake has been unwrapped. This snake has been giving out some secrets. Some secrets that he thinks are secrets. He was being tested. And she's been tested as well. But that snake also, if you see the balloons and see what they represent, there would have been a third child, but there'll never be a third child. Think of those balloons as ovums, and this being the Harry. The magic could never happen. They're not able to live guilt-free. He's feeling guilty. He's actually feeling a little remorse right now. He's feeling guilty for what he's done. Feeling guilty for stabbing people in the back. And he's been planting stories about other royal members of the family. And it's saying, "See it, lover. See it, lover." So this is about the rest of the royal family. The rest of the royal family. Hello, whoever that other person was that came in. I didn't acknowledge you, but I did see a third person come in, and I believe it was from Kick. So we have all of the royal family putting their fists up and saying, "See it, lover." Just I dare you to say what you're going to say next. Okay. He looks back on his memories of his childhood quite frequently. But unfortunately, we get bombarded with him and his rose tinted spectacles. But this was him speaking to his father, saying, "Can we not have what was in the past?" And his father saying, "No." And he has said that basically, in as many words as said, his father hasn't got long to live. However, his father possibly did not say that to him. He possibly said, "I'm undergoing more treatment and I'm continuing along with my holistic pathway as well as the traditional pathway." But the teddy bears also represent Andrew. We're now going into an Andrew read. Right. No, you haven't lost us. I just shut up for 2 seconds. And Prince Andrew is saying, "I'm not okay." But it's come out in reverse and he is okay. So we've gone into the Prince Andrew read here because this is Prince Andrew and his teddy bears. And Prince Andrew is trying to get out of his shell and trying to show himself as a different person. He's saying he's grown from his mistakes, but Andrew was shocked because of what happened. Because someone showed on Windsor Castle Andrew and Epstein, which was, in my view, uncalled for because we've already seen that picture. And they've also shown pictures of Trump and Epstein, which they didn't need to. We have the star power, we have pets, and we have somebody typing and somebody trying to dirty delete. It's okay to doubt. Andrew, now we've moved into the Andrew cards, it's trying to dirty delete. Trying to dirty delete his past. And he can't dirty delete it because once things have been put out there on the internet, it's there. In the past, letters could be made to disappear. They could be archived or they could be basically burnt and gone. But now they can't. And that'll go with his past dalliances with Meghan. And he doesn't want them to disappear. He's saying, look, we must let them come out. But it means he wants more money from the king, more money from William. But William will not give that money. William has said no. That was possibly what the looks were about. He says, I'm next. This card is in reverse. So this is the wise old owl. In the upright, it would be saying, don't do this today if you don't want to. But now it's saying, I've done it. I've done it, and I'm going to do it again. Hi, Marlene. This is the drama-free card. In the upright, it will be saying, stay drama-free. But now, the drama is about to kick back up. It's got the love hearts. He took Harry with him. That's how, and as I've said before in the cards I've said before, I think it was the Crow Tarot and the Granny cards. They both said before that he took Harry with him. And he took him to the party there on Epstein's yacht. That's how they met her. And also, he's been to the other parties as it came up in meditations, as I've shared with you. And it came up when I've read on the Diddler in the past and his crew. Harry needs more money because he's getting blackmailed. And both of them are stressed. Both of them are hugging trees at the moment. But there's a stink around them. Because it says just the present counts, but at the minute, that the card is in reverse. So they're trying to be in the present, but their world is being turned upside down, if you get what I mean, everyone. So Harry is the donkey's ass, basically. And so is the Grand Old Duke of York. And we've got the aliens looking down at them saying what it actually says on the card. Just F it. Just F it. They're looking at these two and just laughing. And even they wouldn't take the two of them away from us. There we are. Even they wouldn't take them away from us. Would you? And then you've got two shady characters at the side here. And it says you failed. So what? What are you going to do about it? How are you going to make this right, mate? Are you going to get back up on your skateboard and skate off? Or are you going to continue to pay your family off? Are you going to pay them off? But I know what's coming next for those two. When the family gets slimmed down further and modernised further, with William at the helm, he says, get your heads out of the clouds, leave a voicemail, but will I answer it? Will I not? I very much doubt William will answer the voicemail, because the other one's always letting his inner child out. and William's good enough to be king. Kate's good enough to be queen. And he says, say it 3 times after me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, because she's a gone. Infinity times infinity, you were gone. When I become king, you're gone. You lose all your titles, the pair of you. Lose your homes. My dad's been too soft. How do you feel about that reading, folks? Been thinking about you a lot as well, Marlene. I need to answer this message quickly. Right. Oh, it's all right. I'll need to get ready. I had to message the warden there from the church because I was looking after the church earlier, sorry, for bingo. And I even says good night to the church when I came out. That's how daft I am. So I'm gonna have to end it anyway because I need to meditate. Oh, hello, Roy. I am reading for you later on, aren't I? Because I need to meditate because I've just done a pop-up reading, and I need to nip over on TikTok and do a live on there so I can keep me stars up on there. And I'll see you at 8. Or if I can get on Teams, I will get on Teams. Roa, have I got you on WhatsApp or not? I'm no. I will see if I've got Teams still now. Because I was having problems with Teams. I've got Zoom. Do you Zoom? Oh no, I don't want you on TikTok because it's not a private read if I did it on TikTok. Do you have Zoom? And then I'll send you the link, the Zoom link. Yeah, because I've been having a lot of problems with Teams and hi Lady of the Lake. I'm just finished. So I had to drop Teams, like I've just had to drop Restream as well. Because Restream was a pain in the backside as well recently. There wasn't a notification, Lady of the Lake. It was just an impromptu pop-up to test to see if it was working on Kick as well. It was just a test to get myself warmed up, ready for Roy's live. I think by the time I send this link, I'm not going to even have time to do a pop-up over there. This card out of the I Don't Care deck reminds me of David Bowie. It is Ziggy Stardust days. I don't know about the use. Oh. Harry. Who would you think? But both of them are going to lose their titles when William hits the throne. My mum's dog, though, I got her up at 5 o'clock this morning here, so the beautiful Tux. And Milo was up most of last night as well. I think there's something in the air with our doggies. Oh, half an hour by metro and about 20 minutes drive. Why? So not that far really. Oh, he'll enjoy it, Marlin, because the nightlife is lovely. I used to love going through there when I was a bit younger. No, Milo's heard his friend out the back. I don't know what the heck's happening here. Um, right. I am Okay, Marlene. Well, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to log out because something funky happened with my laptop. I'm going to have to log out and come back. So I'm going to have to end the stream. Yeah, you were wanting a reading not long back as well, Marlene. I know that. Right. I'm going to have to go. And I will love yous and leave yous. And I'll see yous tomorrow. Hopefully in the afternoon. So I'm going to end this now so I can go and sort out the funky stuff. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye all.